Hi everyone, and today we're going to be doing a pick a card message, pick a card reading, pick a pile reading, and today's topic is going to be, how does the world see you? How do people see you? Okay, what's people's impression of you? What are they saying? What's their opinion? What do they think? We have 3 piles here, and pile number 1, it starts from left to right. So the furthest to the left is pile number 1. There's a crystal on each pile. Pile number 2, pile number 3 has a crystal. Focus in on the crystals, or the way the cards feel to you, the way they're set up. Maybe there's one that you just really are curious about. Take a few seconds to focus in on these cards, and then when you have your number, I will reveal them to you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, pile number 1. Pile number 1. Ooh, you're something else, pile number 1. Wow. People think some stuff about you immediately. Immediately. There's a lot going on about you. You could be a Taurus. You could be a Pisces. You can be a water sign, especially Pisces, but also Scorpio and Cancer are here as well. So how people feel about you, people feel like you are like the brat, okay? Like the brat or yo-yo. You're very hard, very rough, you know, you're very like rebellious. You go against everything and everybody. You're always arguing with somebody. You always go back and forth with people. You always argue with people. For some of you, if you are a man, people also see you arguing a lot with women as well. Because people like the brat and yo-yo, or maybe just the brat, because I don't know a lot about yo-yo like that, so I have no idea about this person, but I grew up more so like with the brat's music, so I know that she's a stud, and some of you may be one, or you may be like a guy who is always arguing with a woman, or if you're a woman, you may always argue with other women because you could be just very rebellious. So people always say that you're rebellious. You always go against the status quo. You never listen. You're a rule breaker, a daredevil, a risk taker. They also feel like you only focus on your money, your career, your finances, like your assets. You're always just focused on your money. They know that people can't tell you anything. And if you're someone who doesn't argue with women, it could be that a lot of women choose not to like you. And it could be because you're rich, you're wealthy, you have a lot, or it's because of how you take care of yourself. It could be because of how you are. Like you're very worthy, you're worth a lot. You could have a high net worth, or you could have a lot of talent. For some of you, you could have a better financial management than other people. You may have more than other people. You may have luxury, luxury items. You may own things. So a lot of people are just like looking at you as someone who you're going to do whatever you want to do. You don't listen to anybody. You break rules all the time. And it's because you can. It's because of who you are, how much you have, and what you're worth. So also, people can also see a spiritual side of you too. They feel like some kind of way you're tapped into the spirituality of the universe. They feel like you could be someone who is spiritually developing, so you're learning a lot spiritually. Or they feel like some type of art or way you make your money, it's a certain way you make your money is spiritual. Or maybe something about how you make your money, you incorporate some type of spirituality into it. You may sing about it, you may dance about it, you may draw about it, you may write about it, you may direct, artists or spiritual people, I don't know, but you have some type of involvement or affiliation with that side. They also feel like you bring a lot of baggage to situations, or maybe if you don't bring a lot of baggage, you may just have a lot of past baggage. Like you have a lot going on from your past. But deep down inside, people know that you are very loving. Deep down inside, they know you're very loving. You always open up to show love. I feel like your heart shows. A lot of people feel how much you love. whether it's like you love your children, or you love what you do, your artistic side, or you just have a love for certain things. People can tell what you're passionate about. They can see what you're passionate about. Also, people see you as someone who always has a lot of options. You may be a person who always has a lot of options, okay? Like you could always have different love options, or you could always have different career. You always change your careers. You always change jobs. You always have different paths, different opportunities, different options. You're never just like on one path. You have multiple sources of income all the time. You always have a backup. You always have a plan. Something always works out for you. You have a lot of decisions here to make as well. People feel like you're the one who has to make a lot of decisions for other people or in other people's lives. You're very responsible in that way, or maybe you're a leader in that way. And you're a very strong, rebellious leader too. You're the type of person that doesn't listen to anybody. Nobody can tell you how to do what you do. Nobody can tap into what you're tapped into and do it the way you do it. So that's why you're number one. That's why you chose. You probably also feel drawn to choose number one, the pile number one as well, because you probably feel like you are a leader at what you do. All right. So a lot of people are just like, yeah, this person right here is just always gonna be rebellious. They're always going to fight against the system. They're always going to tear down the structure. They're always going to break through, always. So you are a person who is known for breaking through. You're known for being a rebel. You're known for choosing different when other people want you to go one way. You came out of the matrix, basically. Or if you're still in the matrix, you're trying to get out. But there is something here about you. There's something here about you. You're very, you believe in order, like 1 and 2. 1, 2, like order, how things are supposed to go. No, 2 doesn't come before 1, that kind of thing. You believe in unity. You believe in love. You believe in that. You believe in people who love each other should be free to love each other. No matter who they are, what race, what sex, no matter what, you are also very open when it comes to love. Some people may think that you are into women, or that you would fit really well in a female relationship or something like that. If you're a woman, if you're a man, then you just seem a little bit rough for some women. You may come across that way. You may be like the type to try to handle or control somebody, is what I'm picking up. But yeah, so that's basically how the world sees you, just like this rebel. You're this risk taker. You're somebody that, you know, you put your finances and your money first, and that's really all people can say about you. Like they know about the money part. That's like all they talk about. That's all it is to you. But there's also like a little bit of love that people can see, but only when you're expressing it either through your career, through your career, or to kids or something like that. They don't really feel like you have a lot of substance with other things, but they could see those things though. All right, interesting. All right, okay, so that's what I'm getting. That's how the world sees pile number 1. Thank you. All right, pile number 2. Pile number 2, people. You guys are very confident, okay? That's one thing that people can see in you, is your confidence. That's how the world sees you, as someone who's very, very confident. You could be a Libra, and that's why Libras are normally sometimes overly confident. but yeah, they're very cocky and confident. Some of them are. So people can see you as being like very, very confident. You know, kind of to the point where, you know, kind of almost full of it, but it depends on the person you're connecting with. You know, you could be a Libra. I'm also getting strong Leo energy here. Maybe an Aries too. All right, so you just have a lot of, you know, strong energy. Page of Pentacles, that's earth signs, so that could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. So there's a lot of like confidence that you have in yourself. You have a high level of self-esteem, but you're also like this idealist. People feel like you always have something positive to say. You always see things in a positive way. You're always idealistic, always trying to be fair. always always socially aware, always socially aware. You just see the world through a certain set of eyes, and you see the world as balanced, but it can be hard for you yourself to get that balance from other people. Maybe there's something about your confidence that can make other people not bring that balance in. But I'm seeing that, you know, people just feel like you're very strong, you're very courageous, you stand up, you say whatever you want to say. You just think of yourself in a very confident or high level of self-esteem. So also, people feel like you do a good job at work, like working. People feel like you may do great on your jobs, like all your jobs. You know, people may always have something positive to say about work in you. They feel like you bring an element to a job that is very needed, and also it rewards you in the long run. You get rewarded in the long run because of what you bring to a company. So also, you have a youthful spirit, similar to pile number one. Pile number one was kind of youthful too, but you do have a youthful spirit, or you act young. You act young, younger than you are, especially at work. A lot of people feel attracted to it, your youthful energy. You're someone who seems to always be willing to have new beginnings, take a leap of faith, take a step forward into new things. You're someone who could be a healer as well. You're very healing. You could write poetry for a living and help heal people. You can be a spiritual healer. You can be an herbalist. You can be someone who is in spirituality. You could be in divinity. You do something very healing. Something about you is very healing, very helpful. But you're like, you know, it's not going to be for everybody. Some of you don't heal in a traditional way. Some of you may just heal because you went through a lot, like generational trauma, and it may rub off on other people and heal them without you knowing. So for some of you, it's just unknowingly healing people. Others of you, you are a healer. So there's just like something about you that makes you also judgmental. So the world sees you as someone who's very judgmental of others. They feel like you can be considerate, but everybody feels judged. That's just what it is. For some of you, you could be a judge, and you have the right to make everybody feel that way because you are a judge. So that's just what it is. You are also artistic. People feel like you are a lover of the arts. Like you're someone who, you have a creative mind. You're into creativity. You're into whatever, design, fashion, whatever. They feel like you have an eye for certain things, whether it be style, talent, art. Yeah, so you're always someone who's willing to have new beginnings. You don't mind starting over. You don't mind taking new paths to success. You don't mind beginning something new. You don't mind starting things. You don't mind doing that. You have just the right amount of confidence and courage to do whatever it is that you want. Basically, you are who you think you are. That's how people feel. People know that your confidence and your courage is going to help you start new beginnings, whether somebody's with you on it or not. It could just be you. You're going to do it. So people are drawn to that side of your personality, as well as the healing nature that you have. People know that you've been wounded on your, you know, like people have tried to do things to hurt you. People have done things that were, you know, just stupid. But the way they see you, though, is someone who's like a healer in the midst of everything. You're just a healer. It's like, who hurts a healer? Nobody can successfully really do it. As much as they try, it's like nobody can successfully ever do that, you know, because you are a healer, is what I'm getting. So there could be some type of projections onto you. You know, people are wondering how you're so confident, how you're so courageous. There could be some people projecting, but they don't realize that who you are, you know, they don't really realize that. Yep. You're very choosy too when it comes to love. decisions in general. You're choosy, a choosy lover. Pile number 2, very choosy, you know, but you're not afraid to take leaps of faith though. You're not afraid to start something new. You're not afraid to have a new relationship. You're not afraid of any of that. It's just that you're very picky. You just want what you want, you like what you like, and that's that. All right, so that's what I have here for pile number 2. Let's move on. All right, these messages now are going to be for pile number 3. Pile number 3, how the world sees you. They see you as loving. First of all, they see you as loving, very, very loving. And you're someone who has a lot of passion. You love for real. And your passion touches everybody. When you really love somebody, everybody talks about it. When you really love somebody, everybody knows about it. When you really love somebody, word gets around. Word definitely gets around about you when you're in love. You could be a Queen of Wands, an Aries queen, a Leo queen, a Sagittarius queen. And you know, got a little bit of Mercury here. You could be a Virgo, you could be a Gemini, you could be a Leo. We got the sun here. So yeah, like you're someone who could have all these signs in your chart, especially your 3rd house or your Mercury. 3rd house or your Mercury could be in Virgo or Scorpio. Venus could be in Virgo or Scorpio. So, but you could be a fire sign or something like that. But the way you communicate, people feel like you communicate and they just automatically just start feeling like you love them, or like you have a lot of love. People can tell that love is ingrained in you. You have a lot of love to give, and you are of love. It's something about your vibration. You have the vibration of love. So you're like a Venusian woman. Even though you may be a fire sign, people may still connect you to Venus. Even though you're an Aries queen, a Leo queen, or a Sagittarius queen, you may just be connected. If you're a man listening, I'm sorry for calling you a queen, but you know, you could be a king listening, a fire sign king, but it's just something about the way you talk, your words, the information you share. People learn from you, but it also feels like people see you as a reporter. You're like a newscaster, like a journalist. You have a lot of information. The way you talk is like a journalist. You bring out like stories, and you have a lot of stuff to talk about, whether professionally or for leisure, but you sound like you're reporting on the latest news or the breaking news, new information. You're also seen as a muse by a lot of people. A lot of people have a perception of you that is very idealistic. People want to be you. People want to be you. People want to be like you. You are someone who is very smart. You have a lot of ideas. You come across as a person who people get curious about. People want to know a lot about you. You could also work in some type of field where you exchange a lot of information or you teach people things. A lot of people listen to you. So communication is your thing. You can communicate with a lot of people. I feel like that's at the top of your pyramid or something. Like that's at the core of who you are, is your communications, the way you talk, the way you express yourself in the world. You're very communicative and people love what you talk about. People admire you for the things you talk about. So you're this regal queen or this regal king who always has like a spirit that people love as well. People love you and your spirit. You are a life force energy. You're very creative. Some people may feel like honoring you. They honor you. They love your essence. They love your energy, your vibe. You're pretty self-aware. Some people may see you as a person with individual thoughts, individual concepts. You are an individual. They love the way you express yourself. Some people may also feel like you're such a force that you're okay by yourself. You are like a whole team of people by yourself. People think that you shine. People feel like you're their heartbeat, like you make them pretty much keep going. You're someone who's inspiring a lot of people. And some people may feel like you're just like your father. You're just like your father. or you're like God. Okay, like you're very, very, very well kept. A lot of people keep you. Pretty much what that means is people support you, protect you, love you, honor you, admire you. There's a lot of things here going on with you. But people also see that you have a lot of people that don't like you. So the world sees you as having a lot of people who don't like you. There's a lot of people who want to fight with you, argue with you, challenge you, bicker with you. They want to say negative things towards you. They want to make things complicated for you. They always want to compete with you. You do have a lot of people who do that as well. But overall, people who are on your side can see that. People who are on your side can see that there's a lot of people who do not really enjoy who you are. And I think it has something to do with the fact that you are a queen. You are a real life queen, a real life king. In real life, you have the right to do and be and act and feel how you feel because you are someone who really is. So you sit on this throne, and a lot of people are competitive and very jealous of you because you sit on this throne. You may have people, especially air signs, Aquarius, Libras, Geminis. These people especially are very intimidated by you. A lot of these people may not like you. A lot of these people may be competitive with you. And it's because you naturally have a throne. Like, air signs easily get intimidated by the power that exudes from a fire sign. It's naturally bad energy a lot of times with air signs and fire signs because air signs hate the power from a fire sign, but you can never take that away from a fire sign. It's instilled in you. Fire signs have fiery passion and power instilled in them. So it's kind of hard to for someone to break that away from you. And so that's how the world sees you, as this fiery, passionate, very loving. Like, you make people fall in love with you. You make people passionate about you. People listen to you all the time. People love the way you talk. It's something about your talk, the way you talk. People love to listen to you talk. Also, people love who you are and how you are. Like, exactly how you are is exactly what people like about you. So you're pretty much well liked. It's just that you have a lot of haters and enemies, especially those air signs who start issues and who want to compete or compare themselves to you when really and truly they can't compare to another fire sign. You are, you're not an air sign, they're not a fire sign. I don't know why they find the need to compare themselves or to compete with you. It's two different elements. It's an element that it really they don't understand. And it could be because maybe air signs could feel like communication is their thing. Maybe they want people to listen to them. Maybe they want to have a voice. Maybe they want to influence people the way you influence people. Maybe they want to inspire people the way you can inspire people. But honestly, that's not for them. It kind of gets, an air sign's worst day is a fire sign who knows how to communicate. That's like the perfect competition. So I feel like you're that kind of person, and it's just like a group of air signs who people know don't like you, but pretty much overall, in a nutshell, you're well liked. All right, so that's what I'm getting here for you guys, pile number 3. Thank you for watching.